Hello everyone, it's Sal Stratford Post. How you all doing? I hope you're all doing well. Thought I'd join you for a little live stream in regards to Manchester United and our continued chase for different players from around Europe. This time it is Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo could be a Manchester United player. It's a player that I've admired for a while. It's a player that I said is a really good player during the European Championships. A couple of years ago, has really come into his own this tournament as well. He came on as a substitute, obviously, and really took his opportunity. When Pedri got injured, he took his opportunity with both hands. A very good player, a very versatile, a very quick, a very creative player that would fit the mold perfectly for Manchester United. Now, his club, I believe, Salzburg, was LZ Leipzig, apologies, will request a fee of around 55 million. That is his release fee, 55 million, and they have given any suitors 5 days to pay that money for Olmo, his release clause. Do you feel that Olmo would be a good addition to our squad? Do you think Dani Olmo, Spanish international, would be a good addition to the squad? I do. I think he's a very good player, highly underrated as well. I believe every time I've seen him play, he creates, he calls danger, he scores goals. He will feature tomorrow. Really good player, dangerous player, a player we should be looking at. I like the player. 55 million release clause. We have 5 days to do that deal. This is what his club are saying. If you don't bid within 5 days, the deal is off. So Manchester United could place a bid for Dani Olmo, the Spanish international. Would be a highly impressive signing, in my opinion. Another name to the list of names that we've been trying to sign for the last few months. We have an encyclopedia, a dictionary of names that I can give you, an A to Z, so to speak, taking it back old school, an A to Z of names that I could give you right now of how many players we're after. Olmo, though, is a very good player and the sort of deal we should be looking at. The player excites me. Very skillful, very creative, very quick, very versatile type player. I would be highly impressed if we got that player and we got it over the line. Manchester United are not looking like a side that only has 40 million to spend net spend, do they? They don't look like they only have 40 million. Do you think they've bidding for that player 50 million, that player 40 million, that player 30 million? They're bidding for a lot of players. There's a lot of things going on at Old Trafford. And I like what I'm seeing. Work is being done left, right and centre. And that's what we want to see. Names being mentioned. News. Loads of news. That's what we want, is news. And Olmo is another one on the conveyor belt of players that could possibly wear the shirt of Manchester United next season. Olmo, I believe, is highly underrated and should not be sniffed upon. Very good player. 55 million release clause. Should we go for that deal? I personally think we should. Now, rumours are England fans have been disrespecting the host of the European Championships. This is the feedback that many are giving towards English fans, which is one of the main reasons they don't want England to beat Spain tomorrow. Now, personally, I don't care who wants England to win, who doesn't want England to win. I'm an Englishman. I want England to win. You can't force me otherwise. I want my country to win against Spain. But if I was to give my advice as an Englishman to any English fan, my opinion would be, when in Rome, do what the Romans do. Don't go there thinking you own the place. If you think you own the place, you're just going to become disliked. If you're ignorant, you're just going to become disliked. When I used to go away with England, I've seen a few English games away. I've been to France 98. I've been to 2004 Euros. I've done things in regards to England games. And in regards to England, if it was my advice, stop talking about the past. Stop talking about war. Stop talking about fighting. Stop talking about situations where millions were killed. It has nothing to do with the beautiful sport of football. And if I was to say something to English fans, because English fans are some of the most passionate fans in the world, I would say, try and fit in. Try and be liked. Try and be respected. We have a magnificent football team. we are let down by our media. We know we don't have a good media. We don't have no one there who's good, who gives us a good reputation media-wise. So my advice would be to any England fan is that try and fit in as much as you can when you're abroad, when you're at championships, when you're out with your club. Try and fit in as much as you can, because we are getting a reputation that we're not liked, this and that. And these songs, these discriminatory songs, these songs about the past, they're not tasteful, they're rubbish. We need to move on with that. We're musical people, right? We're musical people, English people. We have a lot of legends musically. So let's try and make something a bit more creative, yeah? Let's try and enjoy it. Let's try and make something where everyone can enjoy it. And let's stop talking about war and past and this. We have a final tomorrow, our second final in 2 years. I feel privileged that I witnessed England in the final. Do you know how I feel? I feel like, my God, I thought I'd never witness England in the final. Now I've got 2 in 2 tournaments. My goodness, I don't think I can hack it. I don't think I can handle it. It's crazy. I don't know what to do with myself. But that's my advice. There's been a lot of noises about England. We don't want England to win. We hate England, da, da, da. Let me tell you one thing, though, in regards to defense of England. England are not the media. England do not represent the media. We don't like the English media. We hate the English media. We don't like them. They don't like Man United. We don't like them. They are troublemakers. They always have been troublemakers. And they like to stir the pot. That's what they do. That's what they're there for. We are not arrogant. We are a passionate bunch. But unfortunately, some of the fans don't know how to sing the appropriate songs, and they don't know where to go in regards to enjoyment, because it is enjoyment. This is not about life and death. This is a sport. This is football. This is the beautiful game. Now, just to recap, Manchester United have been given 5 days to bid 55 million for Dani Olmo, Spanish international Dani Olmo. His release clause is 55 million. How do you feel about that if we did bid 55 million for a player like Olmo? Of course, Olmo is an attacking midfielder, can play on the wing as well, very versatile, quick and creative. Would you be happy with a deal like that? Of course, we're heavily stacked in that area in regards to attacking players, but we have no one quite on the kind of skill set that Olmo brings. He would bring a very different dynamic to our play, very creative speed. It reminds me a lot of Chiesa of Italy as well. Very good player, very nippy and difficult to defend. We should go for him, but of course, budget is of the essence. What is our budget? We seem to have more money than we are saying, because we seem to be bidding for more than one player. We seem to be bidding left, right, and centre for certain players, which is crazy. We say we got 40 million to spend, yet we're bidding 40 million for De Ligt. We're buying 50 million for Xerxes. You know, these things that happen. We're bidding for Euro 45 million. Do you know what I mean? Gutierrez and this morning I reported Ferdioglu from Turkey. We're bidding the left back. So where's this money coming from, guys? You tell me. I can't tell you. You tell me. You're the all-knowing. You should tell me. Where is this money coming from? Are you guys giving it to them? Are you lying to me? Where's this money coming from? Are they lying to me? Are Man United lying to me? Why are they saying they got 40 million to spend when we're bidding for so many players? And it seems that we're approaching the transfer window like we have 500 million to spend. What do you think about that? It seems to be that way, doesn't it? Now, don't forget, I will be live whenever any breaking news comes. Of course, I've just had a word about Dani Olmo, who would like a move to Manchester United, just like I reported even Tony a few days ago wants to move to Manchester United. But we all want to move to Manchester United. I want to move to Manchester United. I'm sure everyone wants to move to Manchester United. But of course, price tag is a big thing. Tony will go for 60, 70 million. It would be a huge price. It would be a huge chunk of our transfer budget. If our transfer budget is 40 million, as I was saying, if our transfer budget is more than 40 million, we can get even Tony over the line. If we sign Tony, what happens to Rasmus? What happens to Xerxes? We've already signed them. We need priority positions. For example, midfield central defence, more left back, maybe a right back, maybe a right winger. But Olmo is a different it's different news completely. Dani Olmo, the Spanish international who broke into the Spain side because of Pedri's injury, of course, was very impressive in the 2020 European Championships, is linked with a move to Manchester United 55 million release clause. His club have given us 5 days to go for the offer, 5 days to place an offer on the table. Other teams are interested in Olmo. I think we should make a move. What do you think, guys? Do you think we should make a move on Olmo? Let me know what you think down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to smash a like. Please click, put your notifications on. That would be much appreciated, guys. Good day, mate. Mark, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're very well. Thank you for joining me. It's been a crazy day already for me. I've been out and about, here and there, up and down, left, right, and center. Thank you, Shabazz. How you doing, brother? Don't forget, Shabazz. Yeah, I won't forget you. Thank you for joining me, mate. It'd be great to have you all on the show sometime, and we can have a real debate about it. Olmo, what do you think of that? Dani Olmo, 55 million release clause. Are you happy with that? Would you be happy with an Olmo, or wouldn't you be happy with an Olmo? Or would you be happy with an Olmo? Whatever you like. Olmo, 55 million, Spanish international, creative, speed, versatile. What do you think? I heard news that Manchester United are very interested in this player. I have always been interested in this player, heavily underrated. A lot of you have been very interested in this player, a very, very underrated player, in my opinion. So, in regards to England tomorrow, England play the European final tomorrow. They got to do it. By hook or by crook, England have to win that final. It's too much. It's too much. I think it's too much for us to lose again. Do you know what I mean? It's too much for us to lose again. And if England win, it'd be like a huge fridge lifted off our back. You know, a huge truck of fish and chips just came off our back, and that's it. We're relaxed. Finally, it's come home. Finally, it's home. No more coming home, because it will be home, guys. It will be home already. Yeah, we do need more players, Shabazz. I totally agree. We need players in other positions, but we're moving like we got more money than we're saying. Almost like that Jim Ratcliffe is a bit of a savvy man, a bit of a bit of one of those guys that he has money in the bank that we don't know about, money in Basel that we don't know about. No, I'm not saying nothing sinister, nothing wrong with having money in the bank in Switzerland. Just saying, but it seems like it's a bit like, hey, back pocket here, got a couple of watches there. You want some watches? You want a laptop through the full escort window? Whatever you want. That's Jim Ratcliffe. That's Jim Ratcliffe. It seems like he's got more money than he knows, than we know, because he's telling us he ain't got no money. He's telling us he's actually got 40 million to spend. Do I believe that? I don't know. Do pigs fly? I don't know. I don't know if I believe that, to be honest with you. I believe we got more. And I think if we start selling players, I believe if we start bringing players, selling players, we'll have even more money, and it'll be a very, 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 very impressive summer. Yes, Shabazz, we need a left back, and we do need a central midfielder, and we do need a couple of more defenders, and we probably need a right back as well, honestly. Hopefully we won't need a goalkeeper. Hopefully Onana proves it again that he is a good goalkeeper. He makes too many mistakes for my liking, but we got Onana, and we have to trust in Onana, and we have to hope that he cuts these silly little mistakes, big, I should say, mistakes out of his game. Cost us the Champions League last season, almost cost us the FA Cup last season as well. But of course, we let him off because he made a fantastic save in that game. But you cannot make mistakes like that. You cannot let balls slip underneath you. Please don't do that again. It's doing my blood pressure a bad service, right? So you need to stop making these mistakes, Onana. Please, Onana, do it for us. Yeah, do it for us. Yeah, we are actually doing bits. Thank you, Tony, as usual. Much love. I will keep going for you guys. You guys have always shown me support, and I really appreciate you. Hope Euro chooses United to live. Done. Yes. We scores all we sign Amrabat and we sell Casemiro. I would get Casemiro myself. Casemiro, 10 million more. Why not? Good player, settled in Manchester United. Why not? Why not get him? Good player. Also, Euro needs to hurry up. Does he want to play for Manchester United, or does he want to go to Real Madrid? Does he want to make a name for himself and become a legend at Manchester United, or does he just want to become one of the few, one of the many at Real Madrid? The many legends that are at Real Madrid. He won't become anything special at Real Madrid. Real Madrid have achieved everything there is to achieve, haven't they? So, of course, Euro needs to make a choice. I would like Euro to come to Manchester United. You would like Euro to come to Manchester United. De Ligt and Euro would be very good. Of course, we do need left back. We do need a left-sided centre-back as well. That needs to be bear in mind because we're severely short of left-sided defenders. And that's what we need next season because that's where we struggled last season. For his first season, Onana was horrible in the beginning, but improved. He did improve, my friend. He did improve, and I give him his props for that. He played very well in the FA Cup final, but he must cut out those mistakes. He has to cut out those mistakes next season. We cannot have those mistakes next season. We can't. He stays on his line too much. That's a problem. You know, when players come out, he just sticks on his line, and he shouldn't do that. I believe he can improve. I believe it was a tough season for him last season, as it was for the whole team. So we give him the benefit of the doubt. It was a tough season for him. It was a tough season for Erik ten Hag as well. So I hope, fingers crossed, that he does the business next season and he plays really well. He did have one of the highest save ratios. That's because we really didn't have a defence. So, but the problem is, there's many players who have save ratios. It's the manner of the mistakes in the nature of the games. For example, the games against Galatasaray, those mistakes were crucial. They knocked us out the Champions League. I'd rather have a goalkeeper who makes less saves, a better defence, who stops shots going in, and a goalkeeper who doesn't let the ball slip under his body. Those type of mistakes should happen once or twice in the season, not 10, 15 times. And that's the difference. That's the difference with Onana to a world-class goalkeeper. Schmeichel, you can count on one hand how many mistakes he made in his entire career at United. One hand, right? You can count. So we need to stop with the mistakes, and we need to stop allowing teams to get on us and shooting. Of course, that wasn't solely down to Ten Hag, of course, because we did have injuries in defence, 40 different defensive partnerships, of course. As Ten Hag famously said, we had a lot of injuries and we had a lot of suspensions and whatnot. So we have to wait and see. Yeah, so we don't have a mobile CDM. That is true. But the balls that went underneath Onana were not down to the CDM. Those balls were easy to save. And that's what I'm saying. I come from an era of Peter Schmeichel. I come from an era of Van der Sar, right? So I know what a goalkeeper should be. And I know a goalkeeper shouldn't make 10, 15 mistakes in a season. There were teams of players and goalkeepers from other teams in the past who have had more shots than Onana, right? Who've made more saves, who've not made such mistakes. We have standards at our club. We cannot allow mistakes to happen. We have to always strive to improve. We have to always strive to improve. We have to always strive to do better. And I'm sure Onana will come back next season stronger. And I'm sure he will have a lot of match-winning saves to do next season as well. But as our defence improves, of course, we'll have less shots on target and less shots at goal, hopefully, because it's doing our pressure. Mistakes come from pressure. Pressure comes from a poor defence and knowing this. Yes, but you're a leader. As a leader, you're a goalkeeper, right? You're a 50, 60 million pound goalkeeper. You can make a lot of saves. You can let goals in, but some of the goals were not good enough to let in. You can't let those goals in. You can't blame the defence for it. You know, some of the goals were trickling along the line and they went underneath him. You know, that shouldn't be happening. It happened with Massimo TB when he came in and he got shifted out after a couple of games. You have to be on your guard all the time at Manchester United. You have to always be on point at Manchester United. If a player shoots at you, be ready. If you cannot handle the pressure, it's not the right club for you, unfortunately. And that's the point I would bring to it. I believe in Nana. Nana was my first choice goalkeeper when we were going after a goalkeeper. He was my first choice goalkeeper, of course. Everyone knows what a fan I am of Nana. But we have to strive for improvement. Yeah, he does need to cancel out the errors. He will. And I really believe in the team next season. I believe we're going to be a different animal next season. I believe we're going to have a different approach next season. We've got that little bit of winning mentality with the FA Cup, and hopefully we go from there and the vibes will happen. In regards to Sancho, I spoke about it last night. In regards to Sancho, Jadon Sancho, I would like a public apology. That's my opinion, right? I would like a public apology because he didn't just disrespect Ten Hag. He didn't just disrespect the club. He disrespected the fans. And that's just my opinion on the whole thing. I'm willing to forgive. I'm not going to forget, but I'm willing to forgive. But the most important thing we have to remember, he has to do the business on the pitch. If he starts moaning about being played in the wrong position, if he starts leaking information to the press, if he starts writing indirect tweets, out the door. We cannot have any more stuff like that. We are in a crucial period of our history, guys. A crucial period. Next season is new beginnings, and we need everyone to be on point. Yeah. He let him apologize on the pitch. I would accept no apologizing to the fans because I know it's an ego thing. I know he wouldn't do that. I would personally, if I made a mistake, I say, look, United fans, you're my family. Look, I'm sorry. I'm passionate. I want to play. I give my all in training, and I will try to give him better, and that's it. Yeah. So if he does well on the pitch, that's it. That's all we care about. Just do the business on the pitch, score goals, create goals, and cause a lot of problems. My only concern with him is that it may hamper the development of people like Ahmed, people like that. He's already not played enough games, Ahmed. And he's not going to play as many games if Anthony does stay, of course. Anthony, I don't believe is the right fit for Manchester United. I don't know what you guys think. I don't think he's the right fit for Manchester United. He's very hardworking, but I just don't think he has the quality, the output that we need on the right wing. I mean, I come from a generation of Cristiano Ronaldo, David Beckham, Andre Kanchelskis, all these players who used to play on the wing for Manchester United. I'm used to players creating from the wing, players scoring from the wing. I'm used to that. I know, call me crazy, but I like my wingers to create, and I don't think Anthony creates enough for the strikers. Tony Garfield still will be gone. He's back training probably. Yeah, that could be as well, Shabazz. It could well be that he is back at Man United, but he could still be out the door. But we are not loaning any more players out. We've stopped with all that loan business. Teams have to pay the money for Sancho. If they want Sancho, they have to pay up. Pay now. Otherwise, just be quiet and drift along into the sunset. We want the fee. Dortmund told us how much they loved Sancho. Dortmund have openly expressed their love for Sancho like a long-lost family member. They love him so much. But when it comes to putting their hand in their pocket, they got one of those blazers that the pockets are sewn up. They can't get the money out. Oh, goodness me. It's not our fault, Sancho. We can't get the money out. We can't pay for you, Sancho. We tried, but we can't pay for you. And that shows you where the true loyalty lies. They just wanted to rub it in our faces, and they just wanted to make us look like prats, but we're not. We're Manchester United. Yes. I guess where the Simmons is another one. Simmons is a player that was advised to Ten Hag from Ruud van Nistelrooy. Ruud van Nistelrooy is already getting involved. Fantastic. Simmons, 21, 32 appearances last season, 8 goals, guys. 21. Very good player. But it boils down to this. Is it a priority position? Do we need it? Do we need a central midfielder first? I believe we should get the defensive line sorted, then the midfield, then move on to attack. Obviously, we got Bruno, we got Ahmed, now we got Sancho, we got Rashford, we got Garnacho. Do you know what I mean? We still got Pellistri there as well. Do you know what I mean? So we have to concentrate on the positions that we need the most. Xavi Simmons is a very good player. Actually held Holland up in the European Championships. I don't know what you think, but he was their main player. I don't know what you think about that. I thought he was absolutely brilliant for a 21-year-old. Shabazz, I want to give Anthony one more season. I think last year's season was disrupted, but yes, that is very true. And as you say, you speak a lot of facts. This situation, as in everything in life, is multi-layered. He had a good first season, subject to popular belief, where people said he had a bad first season. He actually had a good first season. I believe he had a good first season. And his second season was disrupted, of course, by off-field issues in Brazil. Whatever happened in Brazil, I don't know. But, of course, the assault charges, etc., hampered his game. I do believe that as well. But he has to pick it up next season. We cannot take any prisoners next season. We cannot take any down tooling. We can't take any more bad performances. Surely now we have to start having standards, and we have to say, right, that's it. Perform or out the door. We cannot keep waiting on you guys to perform. That's enough. Enough of it. Mainu had half a season, became England's best player in half a season. Half a season. Became England's best player, guys. We have to have standards. Do you know what I mean? And Mainu's an 18, 19-year-old. Do you know what I'm saying? Garnacho came in, made his mark. Yeah, hopefully we do get a good fee, Mark, for Pellistri. Pellistri is another one. It's just that over the years, we've been really harmed by the Glazers' work. Our reputation is down the pan in regards to selling players. People think they can take us for a ride, and I think players like Pellistri should go. 500,000 for Donny van der Beek, for example. 500,000 for Donny van der Beek, guys. Going up to 15, I know, with incentives, but initial fee 500,000 for Donny van der Beek. That is like a League Two player. League Two, unbelievable, isn't it? Even in the National League, players go for more than that. You know, that shows how badly run we've been over the years in regards to recruitment, in regards to buying players. Donny van der Beek is worth more than £500,000. Donny van der Beek is a £30 million player, and he hasn't showed it. Sadly, things haven't gone well for him. But that shows you the decline at Manchester United. Manchester United is a mess, and it's starting to be cleared up. Of course, that's why it's important to be positive, but cautious optimism should be practiced at all times. We shouldn't just jump in and believe everything we hear. But good noises at Man United, exciting times. Make or break for a lot of these people in the squad, and I 100% agree. Yeah, exactly. Do you think Ineos are, Mark, do you think Ineos are doing enough to show that times have changed? I think they're doing more than what the Glazers have done at the moment. At the moment, in my opinion, it is just talk. Xerxes looks like it's over the line. I'm very impressed with that deal because it's happened early. Xerxes deal looks to be done by, obviously, Monday should be latest. It should be signed, sealed, delivered. De Ligt should follow suit afterwards, almost instantaneously should be done as well. If those deals are done, if we bring in Ugarte as well, if we bring in a left back, you have to be impressed. That would be enough. Would you be impressed with Ugarte, De Ligt, Xerxes? Let's say, for argument's sake, we signed Xerxes, De Ligt, and Ugarte. How impressed would you be with that? I know it's very short. But Ugarte, De Ligt, and Xerxes, would you be impressed with that? If we got rid of all the players that we need to get rid of, but we brought in those 3 players, would you be impressed? I still think, yeah, if we get a Euro, yeah, I know. But let's say we don't get Euro. Let's say that Euro chooses Real Madrid. Let's just say, for argument's sake, he chooses Real Madrid. Would you be happy with Ugarte, De Ligt, and Xerxes? I still think we need a lot more. We got a lot of work to do. We have got a lot of work to do. You know, it's crazy in this dunya, as they say. It's madness in this atmosphere, in this world that we live in of Manchester United. It's crazy. You know, Shabazz, I am more excited about our academy. I'm extremely excited about our academy, and this should never be brushed under the carpet. I'm really excited for certain players coming through, notably Harry Amas. I'm a big fan of Harry Amas, left back. Very excited about him. Luke Shaw's favourite player at Man United, by the way. And he's a left back as well. So I'm looking forward to certain players coming through quickly. Shea Lacey, very excited. Ogbenay as well is another player that I'm very excited about, and Wheatley as well, of course, who made his debut last season. There's a number of players there that are coming through. Our youth ranks. The conveyor belt at Manchester United is the best it's been since the class of '92. We're having a lot of players coming through. Players like Mainu. There's many more where that came from. A lot more where that came from. Really, really excited about the future of Man United. We need more than one transfer window. Yeah, we do need more than one transfer window. But if we can cover the defence, if we fix our defence and midfield, I will be relatively happy with that. Because at the end of the day, that's where most of the problems came from. We've already got Xerxes up front. If we get an Ugarte, if we get De Ligt, if we get another defender as well in there, like a Euro class, we've done good, I personally think. We got Malacia, we got Shaw. Maybe we can make do with them. Can we trust them to be fit for the rest of the season? Is another question completely. Of course, it's another question completely. Yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe and smash a like on the video. Yeah, so don't forget to smash a like on the video. I will be doing more work next season. I will be doing more moves in regards to video calls, in regards to phone calls, phone-ins, live phone-ins, etc. Lots of collaborations, lots of interviews coming next season. Very exciting stuff coming. I would love you guys to be involved. I would love you guys to jump on the Stretford Post bandwagon. Well, it's not a bandwagon. I don't know what it is, but it is whatever you want to call it, Toyota Yaris, whatever you want to call it. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, legends. You are legends. You're all legends. Please spread the word. Please don't forget to click the video. If you like things you hear, post it. I will retweet. I will post it on my YouTube, and I will give the credit where it's due as well. So let's build our community. Let's build our family. Exciting times at Man United. Dani Olmo is the next one who has been linked with a move to Manchester United. Great stuff. We keep it going. Lots of news to be had in the next few weeks, in the next few months, maybe in the next year or so. It will be amazing, you know, and we'll be up challenging for the title where we belong, and the Champions League where we belong. Guys, thank you so much for joining me this afternoon in Italy. I hope you're very well and enjoy the day. I will be live whenever anything breaks. Whenever anything breaks. Yeah, Toby and Maxiel Daly, yeah, they are the ones I'm looking forward to. There's a lot of players as well. A lot of players that are coming through. There's that other fella, the Welsh fellow as well, with the Italian name. I've forgotten his name, but remind me. Yes, there's a lot of things going on at Manchester United. Youth-wise, youth team, women's team, everything looks cushy. It looks like we're doing well. We're moving in the right direction, guys. Just like we are, just like you are. We're moving in the right direction, and we're going to build this community to the top of the game. All the best, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to smash a like and subscribe to the video. You guys are straight legends. Don't forget that. All the best. Cheers.